Hey, Roy, nice to see you. Hello, Dwight. Hello, John. Hello, Nancy. Nice to see you in here. Hello, Kyle. Hello, Nate. Hey, Dave. Nice to see you in here. Hi, Jeff Allen. Hello, Art. Let a few people get in here. Let's see. I could turn this light off, turn this one on. I'm going to check this out. See how that glare works. Oh, hey, that's a little bit better. Kind of like that. See Nate. We got Steve Childers. Hello, nice to see you in here. DRNGV lover, nice to see you in here. All right, there. I think that is a little bit better, but I see the light from over there, but you can not see the glare up here. So I turn that other light off, turn this one above the layout on. So you can kind of see a little back here, a little bit better on the if I got shadow over my face, but that's not bad. So hey Digger, nice to see you in here. All right, we're getting a few people in here. I'll let it get in here a little bit more. We just got on here, so. Oh, okay. All right, thanks, Roy. Then I know what to do. Then I'm gonna turn this light back on. Then. All right. All right. Is that better, Roy? Oh, yes, Nancy. What is your question about the Zephyr? Well, then I'll leave those two lights on. That's probably better. Actually, the other light on kind of does eliminates the glare off my receding hairline there. Yeah, I think it's the angle that I'm turned. Hmm. I don't know if that's better, worse. Up, you know what? I will, Nancy, ask your question, and I'll turn this off over here. Oh, that's probably a little bit better. All right. Okay. All right. I think it was the angle that I had to turn the camera there. So, hey, Kevin Brown, nice to see you in here. When you hook it up. Do you have a bus line running or? Um, I'm on mine, Nancy. I have a bus line just because of the size. If you had a smaller layout, um, you could like take one of the Kato um, like feeder connectors, and I suppose you could run it off of there because I've done that before. Like when I first was setting the layout up, that's how I ran it. So you can do that, Nancy. You can just run it off the little Kato uh, little piece like this that comes with the bus with the two feeders. You can hook it up that way. You don't necessarily lay out your size. You wouldn't necessarily have to have a bus line, or if you're making a smaller one, you don't necessarily have to have a bus line. You could do it on one. I ran it off. I ran my whole layout like this initially off one set of feeders when I first started before I had turnouts and everything in it. It ran the main line just fine. So you can do it that way, Nancy. Hello, Sparky. Nice to see you in here. Jerry Satterelli, nice to see you in here. So I hope that helped you out, Nancy. But yes, you don't necessarily need a bus line. I probably could run this layout with just one connector, but it probably would just be run a mainline train. It probably wouldn't really work well with turnouts and stuff. But I probably have at least 25 um, sets of feeders, between 20 and 25. I know I don't have any more than 25, so that was probably a long time ago. You really go all the way back, Nancy. You can see my videos were like 10 seconds and it was dingy and done on a phone, and which I still do mine on a phone, but it's a better phone. But um, I didn't know how to do videos. I was just doing it because I thought it was cool to share my little door layout that I had going um, at the time. But yeah, it's I can't even go back a year anymore and find videos. It's getting hard to dig through, I guess. Hey, Jim Tedesco, nice to see you in here. Nate, no, I don't. I don't really have accessories yet. That's something once I get some more stuff in place, I'm going to have to probably do that or figure out a way to run my accessories because I do have a lot of lights to put in. I have some stoplights for my city. I have lights for the yard and the engine area, which I'm going to put in. But so um, for your layout, Nancy, I'd just stick with the Zephyr. I run mine with the Zephyr, but I'm getting to the point where um, now that I got this going and I'm going to have it in pretty soon, this yard, and I have of course, the grain facility back there. It would nice to have a little handheld one to plug into the LocoNet system that Digitrax use. So, Georgia Sunbelt, good evening, Anthony. Nice to see you. Roy E, are you in here? I didn't see you, but nice to see you if you are. Yes, you are. Nice to see you. Oh, okay. Oh, that sucks, Nancy. Well, I'll give it a couple more minutes and we'll get started. But yeah, I have that for accessories yet. I haven't really put in my accessories. I do have, actually, I'll show them right here. I just got some sitting here that my dad brought over. I think these are, yes. Sparky's going to laugh at this. Laugh away, Sparky. Laugh away. Let me see my itty bitty lights. If I get these out of this package without breaking them. It's another thing with N-Scale. And you see, there we go. N-Scale traffic lights. So probably in my little bigger part of my city here, and I might put one in this little smaller town, but we'll see. It's all got the little resistors in there and everything, the connectors. So I got to figure out an accessory system here soon. I do have the plug and play system to put in, so I'll probably do that as well. But actually, I just put these back in the box so I don't lose them, because I don't want to lose these. Hey, Drew, nice to see you in here. Yeah, oh, I knew it. I knew it. Yes, it is, Sparky. Yes. Um, hey, Caboose 121. Nice to see you in here. So, I've been doing a lot of, actually, you guys have seen a lot of work on the layout the past couple of weeks. Now that I've been able to get down here, I slowly started. I even got a couple more things put in, a little bit more done since that update. So I've already worked on one part of another update. Um, I just put in a little junk salvage yard behind the engine area, weeded that up back there. Probably going to get some little N-scale barrels. Sparky can see them, and I'll probably paint them up and put them out there. Some oil barrels. I've got it kind of some oil stains out there on the track. Using Woodland Scenics dirt, because that's the way it is. Is this this picture right over my shoulder here, the ICG? There's a scene of SD28 sitting on the engine area, and you can see the side of the ballast, but you can see it's oil and some grass. And I did that with my engine area exactly like that picture. So it was nice to have a something that kind of gave me, because ICG just, their engine areas were oil pits. I mean, they were bad. They didn't take care of them. So I'm trying to, this is a little bit better of a yard. So I'm still going to, you know, make it look oily in the engine area, but kind of keep it to where it still looks good in other areas as well. Um, so doing that, as I talked about in my reminder, is being disciplined enough not to get ahead of yourself when you're doing your layout. Um, I can't even. I probably would have to go dig them out, Sparky. They're probably literally about that big. They're very small, so um, I'm not going to dig one of those out. But you know, that's something maybe we'll talk about tonight. Being disciplined and not trying to get ahead of yourself. I did this a little bit on this the other day. I think one of the things I did was paint my track back here in a hurry. Shame on me, because it shows up in a couple spots I'm not happy about. I like it to look nice. The ballast looks good. It looks like sidings back here. Looks good in the yard. That is very clean, actually. You might think Vinny probably be like, "Oh, you're gonna get some in your locomotive." Say, Split Rock, nice to see you. Um, so, but no, I clean it very good before I put any of this stuff down. I tested it with a car. I scraped off the inside part of the track, outside part of the rail, everything. Um, Came back with a shop vac the track part to make sure it was nice and clean. Did it in my turnouts as well. A couple of my turnouts, the glue got underneath, and so they still work, but the little lever isn't working. But I'm just going to take what I use to clean it, and I'll probably just spray a little bit of this in there, because this is what I use to clean the top of my rails, and I think it'll work inside the little mechanism as well in the turnout. It's just kind of probably got some glue dried up in there, and it really all of them work but those two. So must have just got glue in there or something. So, but this is what I use uh, to clean my track up when I'm done. Just put this on a microfiber towel or a little rag like this. My wife gets these to clean glasses. These are old ones that we had that didn't wash up good, so I just use them. Um, you can even still see the track marks from probably on. That's all the dirt that this gets off the top of the rails. I mean, this is this really does work. I really like it. It does clean well. I also use a Bright Boy though too. I'll go over some spots that this may not necessarily get where you can see buildup, but overall, keeping it consistently clean when you're just every month or whenever, just kind of wipe the track down with it. It's great stuff. Hey, Vinny, nice to see you in here. Let's see. Um, so yeah, that's one of the things I'm a little disappointed I got ahead of myself. And that's probably the only part where I'm disappointed was my sloppy painting. That will not happen on the rest of this main. I have to go clean up where I did it. I can still do that because it's not ballasted. Just take a rag with some isopropyl, or I even use my CRC and get it on that plastic row bed and the ties, and it'll clean it up because I didn't have a good enough brush to just lightly do that. I usually use a marker, something like, not that marker, something like this marker, paint marker, but in brown. And then this is so easy to go along the rails. It works really well. So I'm going to have to find another one. That's my silver one. Used to have another brown one, but I think it just dried up. Um, um, so that's the part I'm a little bit disappointed I got ahead of myself. But what I have going so far, I can fix the yard. Like I said, I'm going to get a marker before I do that because I have to fix a couple of the number fours. I have to fix. Um, they're older ones, and there's an issue right in here with the frog, the middle part being a little bit higher than the initial rail, and I cannot get. That's what was really going on. Once I found it, you'd hear the coupler. It go across it first. In the back of the car, you hear the coupler click, boom, and it come off the track. So I want that all fixed before I do anything with the yard. So that's what I've got to do on here. So there'll definitely be more updates coming for sure. So, but this yard, I'm going to take my time painting the track. Also going to do a little bit um, different technique ballast. And I'm going to put some cork, I think, between here. Um, it's just going to go down about that deep in between the tracks. And I have one big bottle of it and a little bag of ballast. So, but definitely a lot going on. Got the trees in. Um, I have been being able to kind of catch up on people's videos. Hey, Lehigh River Subdivision, nice to see you. Yeah, Kevin, from the couple weeks when you saw it to now, it's a totally different looking layout. Once I saw the photos I took today and I was kind of looking at the spots and I thought, that looks like it doesn't even look like the same layout when you're looking at it on just on the foam with nothing there but the track. Now it looks totally different. This engineering, the little yard area here behind me, this looks totally different. It's coming along. I put in a few trees back where I know I'm done with the scenery, just a few little bits. So it doesn't take away too much from uh, seeing the trains. So, hey, CP368, nice to see you in here. So it didn't want it to take up too much of you know everything, take away the views and stuff. So and there's a couple areas where there'll be more trees. I have an interlocking tower coming that I have to do for my section down here where I do the bridge, which that was another thing I made. Uh, it certainly did. Um, yeah, if you see the photos on Wilmer's page, it's like I took a photo of I got my nice little area for maintenance away, and I put a older building I found from my last layout on there, and I might just use that. So thanks, Roy. Yeah, and it's even more in than that update now. So there'll be another update maybe this weekend, but yeah, I've got a few more things I put in. So it may be a short one because like I said, I got to go and get a marker, and I also am out of glue. Uh, so yeah, there's no way I can make a 50-50 that I have enough glue to make that 50-50 mix to seal this ballast up when I do it. So, oh boy. Yes, it is split rock. Um, yes, and I've maybe picked up a few other things I might too. Might have to get some styrene for my bridge. Definitely have to get a few things for that. But uh, I think I have my other one kind of already built, but I'm going to do it differently. Um, this is going to take a little time to build this bridge because I was kind of looking at a Kato bridge and I was kind of looking at the highway bridge. So I'll do the kind of railing along the side, put the little details in there, the little slots. So it'll be uh, so yeah, that'll be a little bit of a scratch build. Is going to take a little while. So I don't know, Vinny. Maybe you get me on your scratch build thing, and we can do the bridge and figure out how to do a bridge. I mean, you did the flyover bridges, though. Yeah, I will. And what's cool is going to run over the top of the yard too, and that's what I like. I think it's going to really be a good part of the scene with that interlocking tower, my big radio tower that I have. Um, Hi, Robert. Nice to see you. Uh, I see the doctor again, Dwight, on May 14th. And at that point, I'm kind of starting to walk now without a cane. So the more I do it, the better I get, obviously. So when I see him in May, um, I would, Sparky would do something pretty bad. So, um, but picking on Vinny, though, yeah, I might have to put him in, well, I might have to put him in timeout. But yeah, Dwight. So I'll see him May 14th, and then by then he'll probably release me. His initial date was May 24th, and it took a little longer, just primarily because it had already been previously fractured, and so for him to kind of get stuff in there and drill, and it was a little bit. That's why he kind of was hesitant for me to do a lot of stuff right away. He wanted to sit in there and heal. Uh, Roy was the first to show up, very first person, yes, to say hello. I can vouch for that. I was here. I was here. I was because I started the show. So, um, as long as nobody's naming names, yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. And of course, been getting all catch up on videos, Dwight. Too. I know you thought you had one a little the other day, but I may have maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of the last one, but I know I have a bunch that I've got to go through tomorrow. I don't probably have anything much planned for down here tomorrow. Um, So probably won't do much down here tomorrow because I still have to actually cut the platform for in front of the engine house, and I have to also get new blades for my X-Acto because the one I have left isn't going to cut anything. It's so dull, especially if I'm going to scratch build a bridge. I'm going to need a sharp blade. So, uh, well, he didn't say what he was going to send me, Vinny, but Missouri Pacific transfer caboose, maybe an N scale. Just saying. You got one of those, Roy. I think you do. Because believe it or not, the IC, there's a video of them like 1990 when they went back to the Death Star. They were using one, so I don't know what they were using one for, but it was an actual Mopac. Yes, yes, Split Rock. The one I have now is the only one I have left, and it will not cut a thing. So I've used it and abused it, and it's ready to be replaced. Yep, definitely, Vinny. You're right. So yeah, this bridge is it's going to be a little bit of a build. I'm gonna have to maybe look at some pictures and stuff too, but it's going to be a cool part of the layout. That's for sure. So, but yeah, so definitely, yeah, going to get maybe some of that, and got to get a paint marker for this track and do this the right way. Also, the color that I used when I did paint it probably should have been a little more brown, like pale browner color. I think this was a real rusty color. Not quite what I used on the back, uh, but videos and stuff and looking, you can see that it's rusty color. So yeah, split rock. Building a bridge, that might be the easy thing to do. I just take two sheets and cut my two parts I need to cut, and then cut the probably in an angle where the road goes off the side of the layout. Yeah, they are, Dave. You're right about that being cheaper in bulk. Okay. No. Okay. The dog's going for a walk. So, wow, Digger. Well, that'd probably be the way to go. That's good to hear, Roy. Hope you're feeling better. Yes, and Roy, I did see your video. Was it about 5 days ago, probably now, where you're showing off your container stuff. Man, you got quite the collection there. Very cool. But yeah, so I just been really busy. So, but yeah, my yard's next up. So 10 quid. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if they got that, but Roy has quite the collection of containers and the types of cars, the wells, the different types too. So that's true, Ian. That's true. Well, I don't know about using a knife from the kitchen, but probably wouldn't do that. So, closed. Yes, I know. But some of the today I watched a video. It's called Walter's Rail or Walt's Rail, I think. He was actually in Monticello where I work, and he was following the IC from the GP10 from the museum. They were bringing in cars from ADM that they get paid to switch there in town and store, which is pretty cool. So I got to, I knew right where they were. I knew all the roads, and um, so that's a channel I catch every once in a while. I've been watching Boomerline or Boomer's Dioramas. He's got a section he's working on that looks fantastic. Um, as well as I got to catch Vinny's from Saturday. Oh, I caught Vinny's Saturday layout update. I think I commented on. I don't know if I did, but I have to look and see if I did. But that's a project he's got that's going. That's going to be pretty cool. Nancy, you can never have enough containers. Never. Well, each project, Nancy, probably. Oh, containers, or you mean diggers' knives? Containers, yeah, you can never have enough, Nancy. That's true. CP 368. That's absolutely true. Um, like I need more hopper cars. That's me. I should change mine to Hopperman 68. Cool. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice scene going on in there. It's gonna be nice. I can't wait to see how that looks. Um, I model mine like the Midwest, except for my mountain, which was more like Montana-ish area, maybe, which doesn't fit at all with the pretty much the rest of my layout. Don't ask me why I did that. Um, that was you want to talk about mistakes? That was probably before I knew. In my mind, I had that I was going to do, Santa Fe, and maybe this over here be like a connection with ICG or something. But once I got going, I went back to basically Midwest style. Um, the ICG is what I model now. That's because that's what I grew up on, so I think that's why. But that was the first side I did, and that in my mind was what I was going to do, and that would make sense for that. Um, but it's I mean the grade still looks great. It still looks great. So it's a freelanced layout anyway, so it's not based on anything. So yeah, there's no mountain, a split rock. I have a huge mountain with the waterfall coming down into a river, goes under, and the railroad goes over it. The railroad goes underneath the big mountain. But yeah, yeah, Roy even has ships. He had a few aircraft carriers too, so I was like pretty surprised. I think he might have one in N scale. I think it was pretty small. I don't know if he ever came up with the right scale on that or not. Later, Vinny, thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it. Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in. And then some of the other videos I've been catching up. Of course, Jawtooth puts one out every day, and I watch him. He has some pretty cool stuff. So he's always cool to watch. Let's start the video, son. Always fun to watch his videos. So I mean, I don't know what it would have been. I think it was. Think if it was really a scale, it'd be between HO and N scale, is what it kind of looked like. But wait, there's more. And then Roy, I do have a couple of red LEDs for top of the grain elevator, and I have one for the top of my water tower I have to put in, and probably going to need one for my radio tower. We're definitely going to need one for the radio tower when it's in. So that's going to be fun. But